What it do, everybody? Oh boy, I know that you won't believe this, but I feel like I just need a little sun, whether I like it or not. Yesterday was a real hard day of recording. I just barely managed to knock my episode out in time, which is why I wasn't doing a lot to promote it. I was afraid that I wasn't going to be able to air it at all, and that we were going to have to run another freaking rerun. I've been running way too many reruns this season. I've been having too many episodes that prevent me from getting the job done, or too many technical problems. There's only a couple episodes left, and hopefully nothing else drastic is going to happen. But, you know, shit happens, and there are a few things in my life that are a little more important than making a public radio show. I get no payment for that. Not a single person has donated to my Patreon as yet. You know, I put the link in every video, I mention it at the end of every broadcast, but I haven't made a single red cent. Which is a real pain in the butt with all of the work I put in, but it's not the end of the world. I enjoy doing it. It looks good on a resume. You know, if I can get the right people to listen to it, it might further my performing arts career just a little bit. But the point is, I was sitting in the same room for hours, and today I was sitting in the same room for hours, taking care of a whole bunch of clerical crap in my office. And also arguing with people about politics, which is probably a dumb thing to do, but it's an election year. It's an election year. You can't go without at least mentioning it. And the thing is, it was a political forum. You know, they were not okay with me talking about politics on a political forum. I mean, seriously? You know, they're like, oh, it's Tuolumne County politics, and you've mentioned politics that aren't in Tuolumne County. I'm like, so what? You know, this stuff happens all over the country. It affects us where we are. Are you going to tell me that I can't post about Black Lives Matter? Because black people live here. You know, they experience bad racism every day. It affects people that I know and love. You know, this is no exaggeration. And they just want to ignore everything. They want to ignore the rise of fascism happening right outside their own windows. There are secret police in Portland dragging people off, not telling them who they are, what they're charged with, not even using police cars or marked cars, just using like vans or something. Isn't that like the exact plot of Firestarter? Are they dragging these people away to do genetic research on them? You know, how the hell would I know if I got hauled into a van? I was afraid of unmarked vans for most of my childhood because of that movie. I'm even afraid to be sitting outside right now. A lot of my neighbors wander around, don't wear their masks. And that's another thing. Yesterday, I went over to the station because it being at the very last minute, I had to go and take the form directly into the station and load it into the daily playlist. And there were a bunch of tweakers on the stairs going to the station. Now, I was afraid to confront them. Sometimes people who are really tweaking out do things that aren't terribly logical, so I wasn't sure how to deal with it. So I get out, I ask them to go, and then I realize that I've been so tense about interacting with these people that I completely forgot to wear a mask. And these people like went right past me as they were going. You know, they were nice and polite about it. They took it way better than I thought they would. They were like, we were just sitting here because it was the only clean set of stairs that we could find in the neighborhood, you know, which is understandable. You know, sets of stairs out here can get super dusty and grimy at the best. And that's not even talking about litter and gum and shit. But because I was freaked out, I feel like I could have the disease because all of my careful preparations, all of the decon that I do, the hours that I take to make sure that everything comes in the house is clean and stays clean, I feel like all of a sudden it's all for nothing. And I could get sick, and Jay could get sick. And if Jay gets it, I don't think he can survive it, not with the health conditions he has. Hell, you can even give it to cats. Are we aware of this? Cats can get coronavirus. We have 2 cats, so if we go down, they come down with us. I don't know. Life has just gotten so hard and so complicated that maybe it'd be better that way, just for it to finish quick. We're running out of money. Jay still doesn't have his benefits. I'm not going to be getting benefits for much longer. I am really not sure what we're going to do and how we're going to survive. I think about asking Jay to go to work, but then I think to myself, how can I possibly conscionably ask him to go? To put himself out there when it's so dangerous, especially for him. I can't do it. Even if I should, I can't do it. And so we're stuck here in this little modular house, having to isolate ourselves, have been for months. No idea if or when we'll be able to go back to our lives again. But at least I have a change of scenery, right? At least I get to sit here on my porch and play my little coconut guy. And well, I know there's a lot of people who have it a lot worse, that I'm not on the spot yet. But it's 100 days to the election, and it's 4 weeks to the end of my disability. And right now things are looking pretty black. And not in the fun way.